Welcome back to Mott's Big Bass. It's the Mott coming back at you. I've been asked this question a few times now, and I've been seeing some videos put out about a couple reels that I'm going to show you. I just want to come on, set some facts straight, give you some good recommendations. You guys have been asking me about a good workhorse, low-budget reel for bass fishing in general, not just BFS. Before, I used to always recommend this fella. And this is the Bass Pro Shops Pro Qualifier. This one's actually the tournament edition. I've got about 10 of these reels. I've had them for about 13 years. So if that tells you any kind of durability, I still use them in my tournaments every time. This one here is on my iRod, one of my square bill rods. It's called the Stone Cold Square Bill Rod. Marty Stone helped involve this rod. If you want a great rod, head over and talk to Matt over at iRods. He's the owner of the company. He is a great guy, great customer service. Always stands behind his product. You know when you're calling him, you know you're going to be talking to him. I've never talked to anybody different there, so I think he's the only person I've ever talked to. I think he does, in addition to tournaments, he does all of his own shipping, packing, everything. All right, well, I haven't tried the newer generations of this reel, but of course, I got the regular Pro Qualifiers, but I've got 13 of this individual reel right here. Actually, I'm sorry, 10 of these. I've had them for 13 years, and I have 10 of this reel right here. This is a 6-4-1. As you can tell, I use it for this one in general. I throw big square bills with it. This is Suffix Deep Crank 17-pound test. That's of course a 2.5 square bill. Okay, let's get off of this. I don't think you can get this one anymore, the tournament edition. I know you can still get the Pro Qualifier, but I haven't really tried one in a long time. But let's talk about the reel that I did want to bring you here to show you, that you can get right now on AliExpress. Normally this reel sells for $89 on Piscifun's website. AliExpress, you can get this reel for, I think, sometimes you can get it as cheap as like 60. Most of the time it's like 69. But you do have to wait a week or two to get it. This is the Piscifun Alloy M. Let's see if I can show you here. And this one here in particular is 6-3-1. They make them 6-3-1, I think 7-2-1, and 8-4-1. As you can see here, they come in 7.4 ounces. This one here is 24.8 inches per handle turn. I really like this reel, like for cranking. Throwing spinnerbaits in the wintertime, showing chatterbaits in the wintertime. I mean, I like fast reels, but when I'm doing power techniques, a lot of times I use a slower reel. This is what it comes in the box. Of course, you have your paperwork. We don't need this mess here. Just kind of show you schematics. They got two of the same one in there. That's pretty good. All right. Project I'm doing later on, reorganizing my terminal tackle. But here's the reel itself here. Now, just to give you an example of size, this handle right here is me. This other reel back here. This is a custom handle, and this handle here is basically just as long. So it's 105 millimeter. So there you go. I know I was asked by this from another person in my club, so I wasn't sure, so I told him I'd check it and see. And I do know that handle on there is 105 millimeter. But as you can see, here's the reel, the Alloy M. It has an aluminum frame. I mean, they basically, you can tell they copied this after the Zillion. I mean, this looks almost exactly like a Zillion. Black and silver. It has the little, of course, it has like the little Shimano cone at the end inside here, but it also has like the oval shape on the outside here. I have been using this reel for over a year now. I've heard people like Debo's Fishing talking about how it came up short with casting. Says it's overbraked. I don't find that to be the case, guys. I mean, I do find usually when you get a brand new one of these, let me see if I can show you real quick. Give me a second. To open this up, you turn it over, push down the button, and turn it. They do have 12 brakes. That's why a lot of people think they're overbraked. They have 12 magnetic brakes in them, which is a lot. I mean, it is a lot. Most MagTrack systems have between 5 and 8. The spool here is light. It's about 13 grams, but you can see it on my finger there. See the oil? They are usually caked in oil. Like the bearings on here and the bearing in the side plate. Or, yep, I can see it right there. You can see it glistening. Let's see if I can get this to focus. It is just caked in oil. I'll take a can of air and I'll blow all that oil out of them. And blow all the oil out of this one. And usually a lot of times I don't put any more oil in them because there's still some grease still inside those bearings that you can't blow out. And usually it's fine. Just leave it alone. Go out fishing with it. But I mean, I have not found this reel to be a short caster. This reel, for the money, I'll be honest with you guys, you cannot. If you're looking for a good, solid built bait casting reel that you can put through the paces and it's going to stay right there with you. It has a carbon fiber handle. The grips are really nice. They're soft. They're a good size. I mean, if you have big hands like me, they're a good size. I think they're pretty good size for almost anybody. I mean, just for general grip. It has really good, you can see all the numbers on the brake control. Really good sounding clicks. The clicks on the spool tension knob are very audible, very precise. You can easily dial it in. It has 9 bearings. And the bearings are where they're supposed to be, the most essential spot. They don't say it's got a bunch of bearings, but it's being like, I've seen some cheap Chinese reels that says it has 12 bearings. Well, guess what? You have 6 of them in each handle. So that's your 12 bearings right there, almost. Or it has 4 in each handle, so that's 8 bearings. And then it has another 4 in there somewhere. So, I mean, this, in my honest opinion, I have used some expensive dials, used some expensive Shimano's. I've even used some more expensive Abu Garcias. This reel punches about the $200 to $250 mark. There is not many reels at this price point. See, thumb bar is really good. There's not many reels at this price point that can compete with this reel. This reel skips really good. Hell, I think it probably skips on par with the Lose SP. To be honest with you guys, when I got that Lose PSP and tried it out, it kind of let me down a little bit. It skips decent. I ain't gonna say it's best. It's not as good as my Daiwa SV. This reel right here, I would put in between the Lose SP and my Daiwa SV as far as skipping goes. What else? I have 2 crankbait launchers, which basically are used for throwing things like the 10XD, Norman double D22s, all the big plugs, like the big Cloud 9s and things, throwing it with 15-pound fluorocarbon. These reels have not let me down. This is the only reel I use on it. I have 4 6.3-to-1 ones. I have 2 7.2-to-1 ones. And I have 1 8.4-to-1 one. I have a bunch of 8 gear ratio and higher. So I mean, with these reels, I mean, I've casted as small as a number 5 shad wrap, which, if you don't know, guys, is 8 ounces, eighth of an ounce. Through a number 7 shad wrap, which is getting up to about a little bit less than a quarter, or it's between 3/16 and a quarter. And this reel handles them fine. I do like throwing the number 5 a little bit better on some of my BFS reels, just because it just handles it a little better. But as far as your day in, day out bass fishing, pitching, skipping, and they make this reel in 3 different gear ratios. If you're looking for a low cost, no frill, I mean, it has a lot of frills actually. I mean, if you think about the features you're getting, you haven't getting features like a Zillion, but you're not paying $400 for it. I mean, it's a no-brainer to me. This reel is pretty freaking phenomenal. I mean, for the money, I don't think this reel can be beat. I'll put this up against anything Cast King offers in this price range. Anything Abu Garcia offers up to $300 or $400. I'll put it up against almost anything Lew's offers in this kind of range. I mean, this reel is kind of like a Lew's Super Duty. As far as like how it's built. I've seen cheaper reels made by Lew's and stuff sell for a lot more that don't perform anywhere near to how this reel performs. Well, guys, I gotta get back to sorting some tackle. I just want to do a quick video for you. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. If you like my videos, once you go ahead and give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Helps me out greatly. I need to start getting more content for you guys. I've been so busy trying to do stuff inside the house. I've been trying to work on doing a home theater system here in the house and working on redoing my garage and just a lot of stuff changing. New baby. Well, not new baby, new puppy. He's over here sleeping. Let's see if I can show you real fast. There's Bo. He tore his pen up. Now he wants to go to sleep. He's going to be starting to go on the boat with me here pretty soon as well. Well, guys, if you can know this video can help somebody's looking for somebody's on a budget. I mean, to be honest with you, I'm not on a budget. I can afford whatever fishing gear I want to afford. But I would rather put money in good, reliable equipment that I know is not going to break the bank. Let me see if I can see that alloy says right here. That's what I'd rather do. I would rather get something like this, spend more money on my rod, which, to be honest with you, I don't spend more money on my rods. I buy iRods. I use the iRod Genesis 2, Genesis 3 actually now, for almost all my fishing. I use them and I use Dobbins. That's the only rods I use anymore. I used to have an agreement with Lew's. I used to have an agreement with with G Loomis. Matter of fact, I have 2 G Loomis for sale right now. I don't even use them anymore. That's how much I believe in iRods and how he stands behind his product. I mean, if somebody shows me loyalty and shows me how they're willing to take care of me, it means a lot to me. I mean, that means a lot to me. So, guys, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. Like I said, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them down below. I'll try to leave you the link where you can buy this from AliExpress. And I'll also leave the link for you for Piscifun's website. Let me know. I think right now they're $69 on AliExpress, but like I said, they go on sale between $60 and $65 all the time. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and catch you on the next side. Y'all have tight lines and peace.